Hello, welcome to this Speaking of History screencast. My name is Eric Langhorst. I'm an 8th grade American history teacher in Liberty, Missouri. And today we're looking at a Lincoln resource that'll help us prepare for Lincoln's 200th birthday. And as we look at Lincoln's presidency and even the years before his presidency, one of the things that makes Lincoln really stand out is his ability to make decisions at crucial time periods. And we're going to look at an online game today from the National Constitution Center called Abraham Lincoln's Crossroads, which allows us to look at these decisions that Lincoln had to make and then also allow us to make decisions based on the information he had available and then find out if we agreed or disagreed with what Lincoln actually chose. So at the beginning, you're going to be able to choose broadband or low bandwidth, and I'm going to pick broadband. And the really neat thing about this game is it gives you lots and lots of information and really helps you make some informed decisions. So as you go through this, you're going to get lots of information. There's a lot of text, but there's also a lot of Abraham Lincoln speaking to you. So I have my mic on right now, but as you see the mouth moving here on the screen, Abraham Lincoln is talking to us. And I'm going to go ahead and begin the game. And you'll see there's 13 different hats down here. Each of these hats demonstrates a different decision that Abraham Lincoln had to make. So, for example, if I look at decision number 8, it's going to take me to the decision where Abraham Lincoln has to decide on whether or not he should use African American soldiers in the Civil War. And so at the beginning of this decision or this option, Abraham Lincoln's going to talk about the issue and give you some background information. And typically there's going to be some type of screen or a picture hanging on the wall, and there's going to be some visuals that show up that correspond with what Lincoln is saying. Now, this would be a great activity to bring students into a computer lab and have them just, go ahead and, go through it themselves. Maybe you could create some type of worksheet where they jot down maybe a little bit of a note on each of the different decisions that they have to make. And then once Abraham Lincoln gets done describing all the information and the thoughts behind the decision, then you're going to get a couple different choices. You're going to be able to read through a little bit of information, and then at the end it's going to tell you if your decision is the same as Lincoln's. And it doesn't really matter if your decision is the same as Lincoln's, and I think that's an important distinction for students, that the object of the game is to not go through this and try and get exactly the same decisions that Lincoln did, but make some informed decisions and actually maybe put down on your worksheet just a reason why you chose one particular option over another. So you have some ability here to go through some more information. When you're done, you can say that you're done reading, and you're going to be given two different options. Here's Frederick Douglass giving you some more information. So once you've read through all the information, you've listened to Lincoln, then you can decide whether or not you want to, in this case, enlist black troops or not to enlist black troops. So I'm going to say go ahead and make the choice to enlist black troops, and it's going to come up and say that I agreed with Abraham Lincoln's decision. And then you continue on. Lincoln's going to tell you a little bit about his decision, and then it'll allow you to go to the next chapter. Now you can skip around to different ones, but I want to go to the end here and just show you real quick. At the end, it is going to show you how many times that you made the same decision that Abraham Lincoln did. Now, I only played one of the situations, so it's going to say please finish all 13. But up here it does say that I agreed with Lincoln one time on the one thing that I did. So you can also look at transcripts. This one doesn't necessarily have a caption, but on some of these where there is, President Lincoln talking, you're going to see the caption down there. And then for resources, they do have some additional web pages that you can go ahead and look at. So just another great resource from the National Constitution Center. I think that you could definitely use this in a junior high setting or a high school setting. Some of the stuff I think might go a little bit over the head of 8th graders, some things about some court cases, some constitutional issues. So I would say probably definitely high school, maybe the junior high, but I think kids will find it engaging. It's really high quality, it's done really well, and I'm really impressed with this resource. I didn't know it was out there until a couple weeks ago, but it's actually been out since the summer of 2005. So there's another resource about Lincoln. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave one on the blog post. And until next time, this is Eric Langhorst for Speaking of History. See you later. Bye.